This is so well done. Every inch of this, I think, is immaculate. A little Cthulhu in Boris's office. Of course, it's a kid's shirt. Shipped to Museum of Antiquities from Cary, Ohio. We have Major Sweets' hat. Okay, guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It is time for another Halloween Horror Night 2024 update. Lil Boo has returned. There's new HHN 33 merchandise. The Hallows Eve Boutique has now opened with its spooky overlay. There's a ton of great little HHN Easter eggs within there, so we're gonna go over that. There's also more Easter eggs hidden in other shops. There's so much happening. We're getting so close to HHN now. On that note, it's time to talk about the HHN shirt of the day. This one is a really hard one to find. It's me from Halloween Horror Nights 1994. Now, the shirt you can find, it's a little pricey, but the thing that's impossible to find is the hat, right? So it's like the same skull and bat, then it says Halloween Horror Nights 1994. So on that note, let's roll the commercial.
Coming up soon, more mayhem from your favorite Fox stars at Universal Studios Florida. As the Fox Halloween Bash continues.
Welcome back. All right, so we'll start here at Universal Studios, then we will head over to Islands of Adventure where the Hallows Eve Boutique is, where Lil Boo has arrived. The truss work has returned. It looks like a copy and paste from last year. So they do have a walkway right here, and then I'm guessing we'll have the classic Halloween Horror Nights red lettering that lights up right there. So I'm guessing we'll have the icons pop up there for the opening ceremony, and then eventually I think we'll see the tower being built right there, because they wouldn't just put a walkway there without having a tower. So probably the next couple days, we'll see a tower pop up. This is a big piece of truss work. Here's a little angle of how it looked from the other side. Again, like these teams put these things up overnight. It's insane. Gotta pop into 5 and dime, see what they got new. They got the display set up for our Gordon Savior, Lil Boo. Now, last year's pillows sold out instantly and they never restocked them. So I think they got a bigger order for this time. You're looking at $30. So $30 honestly is not that bad for this high quality pillow. $14, we have a little ID holder. So we have Lil Boo right there. And we have one of those eyeballs on the other side. It extends pretty far. So if you have to scan your ID or something, they're gonna have design those on the t-shirt on the front, and then you're gonna turn around. It's gonna say Halloween Horror Nights, and Lil Boo's gonna be peeking at you. And they have the coasters, right, $12. These things are terrible. Do not buy these. They don't work very well. And then $20 for the awesome ornament. I do love kind of the 3D design within the eyes. And then $20 for the matte black mug. It's got a slight little design of spider webs, and then the same design that's on the shirt. Of course, it's a kid's shirt. So this is like the one design that's on the ornament. I was like, oh, I would rock this as an adult shirt. It is a kid's shirt. So $25, and they have the ornament design with the kid's shirt. You have like a little tentacle, and you have a little cockroach. I wonder if we'll be having any bugs this year. I like this design if it was an adult shirt. Now there's a little bit of the glossy texture on the blood. Now I do like on the back of the little kid shirt, it says Lil Boo with the spider. All right, so for $18, we get a fan. The fan does glow in the dark though, but it's that same design we've seen pop up on the t-shirts and the pins the past couple days. All right, so they have a new candle for $23 on the top. You're gonna have that same design. That's gonna be a green candle. It's gonna smell like a lemon dryer sheet. Okay, $28, we have a Velcro wallet. There's a lot to unpack here. There's a little bit of stitching on the skull. On the inside, you're gonna have a green zipper, and it's gonna say Halloween Horror Night 24 right there. And then on the inside, you're gonna have a green and black checker design, and then you're gonna have a removable chain if you'd like. You can attach this to your belt or belt loop. $40, we have a crossbody bag. So we have the chain right there with the skeleton, and then a little button, which will have the skull right there, and then a rib cage as a patch. And you're gonna have a little bit of a chain, green and black checker design, and then the zipper is gonna be pink and green. It'll just be a simple green design on the inside. Then on the back of the crossbody bag, you're gonna have a patch for Halloween Horror Nights. And then $19 for this 3-pin set. You're gonna have the skull, you're gonna have the eyeball, and then the logo for Halloween Horror Nights. They also have another little ID holder. So you're gonna have that design right there. On the inside, it'll say Halloween Horror Nights 24. You have a skull and crossbones, and then on the other side, you're gonna have a rocker skull. These are gonna be $14. $20 for this really chunky, thick 3D ornament. So it's got a little bit of layering to it with the lettering. So that's nice. Now the artist who created this artwork gave the name of this little guy right here. So he tweeted this out.
So Chris Gardner, the artist of this artwork, tweeted out this: "We love our Lil Boo, but don't sleep on Lester."
That pumpkin's name is Lester, and Lester is thirsting over Lil Boo, it looks like. Now we're heading into Battery Park now. It just looks like the speakers and lights have been connected now. This is all covered up now. We got all the cables, a lot of electricals happening over here. And it looks like nothing new with the truss work or menu boards. We're heading into the swamp of the Undead scare zone right now. They've added a bunch. Oh my gosh, every night, just more little details being added. All right, so we have all the moss, right, running truss work to truss work. But it's the little things like this that really immerse you in this scare zone. So they've added a cooler, a thermos, some rope, and then some fishing rods right here to blend in with the boat. They've also added a little bit of looks like grass, but like the camouflage kind of blends in perfectly. And when it's during the nighttime, you're gonna feel transported to the bayou. We got some more grass that's been added right there. We gotta come over here. What do we got? We got a life jacket. I have no idea what that is. We got some barrels and like a wooden chest. Now the speaker's underneath there, so they've camouflaged it, but they've added some more foliage, some more sticks, and then the moss. Now if you come over here again, they've added the moss and some more trees and twigs. What do we have over here? Some buckets, a wrench, a keep out sign. Oh, I know what that is. Got a little mister for the fog. We'll be having fog being shot up right here with a little mister. But yeah, it looks like they've all been covered up right now because you don't want them getting filled with gunk. So I wonder if it's gonna go up and then just drape over with the fog. Yeah, so you got all the misters, all the piping set up behind the fence, some more barrels and more foliage. We have over here, we have a little lantern. Looks like an ammo case. We got the chair. Oh, we have a little owl right here. This little owl's gonna be watching over everyone. Some of the boards have now been ripped up. Looks like we have a tackle box, and they've added some tires to the side of the little dock, and then some different foliage that helps, you know, everything blend in. This is so well done. Every inch of this, I think, is immaculate. The way everything has been distressed, the way everything has been laid out, it's just not a copy and paste of everything. The teams have done a really good job with this scare zone. We'll go over to Blumhouse and see how that's doing. But for right now, this looks awesome. And I cannot wait to see it during the nighttime. The costumes are gonna look awesome. And just the layout and vibe, I think people are really gonna enjoy. Now that you've added the foliage and the barrels, you know, the boat just kind of blends in. It doesn't stick out anymore. So next to the dock and the more foliage over here, they've added some trash cans. I don't know what that is down there. Oh, it's an old fire extinguisher. That's what that is. They got a gas can. Again, the foliage just adds to the depth and the detail of the scare zone. All right, so this little mister is pointed down, right? So the fog is going to be creeping through here, creeping through the fence. So we'll have mist going up, right, over, and then mist coming through the fence. We got a bunch more foliage added, some more distressing, some weathering. This wood has just been added, and now they've covered up the speaker. So the speaker is now hidden underneath the dock. Now the house with the bridge that's collapsed, they've added some more little details. All right, so if you look closely, they've added a little gator head right next to the chair. Some great foliage and vine work. And we're gonna come up here. There's gonna be another little owl looking over the bayou. If you look right up there, they have a turtle shell attached to the house. Now, like even over here, they've added a bunch of foliage to blend everything together. Some more different barrels and crates that have been added. On this fence line, they do have little misters. Now, I'm gonna show you a clip from Mark-Offs, right? To kind of show you how it's gonna look. In the Viking area, it's the same misters that are set up with the fog. So it'll look like that, but you can see they have all the misters taped up. So it'll be along this fence line. They have all the foliage. They've hidden the speaker in there. All right, so I've looked behind the entire fence line, and their misters going up. Again, they've just added all this wonderful detail. They've covered up the boat with some camouflage and some different foliage, different plants. Everything just feels right and looks right. Some more fishing equipment has been installed right over here. Some more screened in, you know, windows, barrels, pieces of metal. Yeah, so if you look, the mister will go down to about right there, where it's gonna be shooting over the fence line. Now this is why you gotta come here like, you know, every day or every other day, because they cover up details. So like the Orca boat has now been covered up, and it's really hard to see the Orca name on the back of the boat. This just looks so good. And then a bunch of different foliage underneath the dock, the one that's collapsing. But like the distressing looks great. This boat has like some equipment now. So now it just like blends in perfectly as it looks like it's been, you know, sunken. This is just like the HHN quality that we know and love. And like if you're an aspiring haunter or want to understand the importance of details and theming and how the layout should be, come to the scare zone, just explore it. This is beautifully done. And this is what HHN is known for. They're just gonna keep adding more, and I'm so excited. I think this is my like most hyped scare zone right now. And then along this fence line, you can also see the misters right there. And then there's also some news about an international park about HHN. Okay, so then Chris the Explorer tweeted out this. So this is gonna be the statement from Universal Studios Japan. It's gonna say Halloween Horror Nights All Night is the first ever all-night HHN event for Universal Studios Japan, and it's happening on October 18th, 2024 at Universal Studios Japan. It's a separate ticketed event, so it's gonna be interesting to see the different offerings that they have. And then nothing new with the little Peacock Bar rumored stage over here. They just have the Pardon Our Dust sign up. So enter the Blumhouse Scare Zone we go. Vinyl sticker land. We have a speaker put out and then a character trigger. So they'll hit that button and then a different sound effect or lighting element will happen when they do that. So that's what that is right there. And then on the other side, we have another speaker, and I'm guessing we'll have another character trigger right there. But look at this crap. Look at that. Look at the vinyl sticker cracking. The vinyl sticker is peeling off right there. It looks like the lights, they haven't hooked up yet with the wiring. They got the wiring right there. Okay, it's raining outside. We're hiding in the, you know, the family gift shop. There's like an incoming tropical storm coming this week. And you know, the curse is if corn is planted for HHN Scare Zone or house, you get bad weather. And you know what's coming to the Quiet Place house? A cornfield. Bring your umbrellas and ponchos for opening night, let's just say that. So nothing new with the projectors. As you know, we got 3 projectors. Alcatraz bar is still under construction, so we got the temporary little tent right here. We got the special secret drink for the summertime. What is it?
We got the Shea Ruby for you, you know? You know, we're in a secret tent that nobody knows about, behind a secret wall that nobody knows about. We have a secret drink that nobody knows about. We're calling it the Shea Ruby. It's got grapefruit vodka, good stuff always. Follow that up with some fresh lime juice, no simple syrup, and some ginger beer. Essentially, it's a very tasty, refreshing grapefruit mule. Give it a roll. Throw some limes in.
Okay, here we go. The Shea Ruby. Now, this is not designed by Bitters Boy. This is designed by the team over the Alcatraz bar. It's like a Moscow Mule, but you get a subtle like layering of the grapefruit and almost kind of like a cream flavor with it. Cool and refreshing, a little fruity. 9 out of 10. None of the ingredients overpower each other. I feel like the Alcatraz bartender should teach Bitters Boy how to make a drink. So we have some more lights, fully not set up yet. They've drilled holes and they're running electrical now. And then they built a little door right here to run the wires and everything. But again, these vinyl stickers are not going to last the season. All right, they've also added this Blumhouse logo, but I'm guessing they'll continue the house down there. They put some more vinyl strips to continue the Blumhouse. So if you look to the left of this building, right, we'll be looking right here. And if you look, you can see the lettering of the concept art for the facade. So that's where you'll be entering into, I guess. And over here, right above Louis, we can see they've added some projectors on the roof right there. And then nothing new with the stage for right now. We'll see some movement coming next week. All right, let's see if there's anything new happening in Boris Schuster's office. We still have the statue. Now in the story from last year, it said to be continued. So there it is right there. I never noticed that. It'll be right below, you know, Madame Basil's psychic reading. You can see her creeping in there. They've added more little Easter eggs to Sahara Traders. This is going to be the gift shop when you exit the Mummy attraction. We're heading in. See if there's anything new. Next to the Mummy, this sign, the Mystic Madam, right? We got Madame Basil. Knows all, sees all, tells your fortune. Now, this is the stuff that has been added. Let's go over everything. So, first off, there's something new coming to the museum. It's going to be this bat. Now, this bat might look very similar to the little Cthulhu in Boris's office. Somehow it's all connected. It says, our newest collection, Wonders of Ancient Garden at the Museum of Antiquities. This donated collection will be here for a limited time. So on the bottom of the poster it says, our new breathtaking exhibit located in the conservatory. Let's first read this note right here. On this piece of paper it says, during the summer months, things can become unbearably hot. The loading and unloading areas. To combat this, we have included a fan for your convenience. Please refrain from leaving it on for extended periods of time so as to not incur a high electrical bill for us at the museum. Thank you, management. Then we're gonna read this note on this piece of paper. And then on this paper it says, all museum staff, per our new procedures, incoming deliveries will be stored in the old Living Mummy exhibit. If you have any questions, please let management know by filling out our temporary supplies and transmissions form. Now, does the Living Mummy exhibit mean kind of the mummy attraction because the mummy comes to life? And the extended queue for the mummy attraction is actually where the tribute store pops up in New York. Let's read this little newspaper that they have right here. So over here it says, $1 edition, check back, weekly. So I'm guessing we're going to be getting weekly updates leading up the launch of the Tribute Store. This newspaper is going to be from the Tribute Tribune, Friday, August 2nd, 2024. That is going to be the exact date that this newspaper popped up within the store. Upcoming exhibit sparks controversy, wonders of the ancient garden, an unnatural artifact with a mysterious origin. And the article says, New York City, a recent acquisition by an anonymous benefactor has been donated to the Museum of Antiquities this weekend. A statue that bears resemblance to a bat along with other artifacts will be revealed at the opening night gala. A gala of the city's most wealthy and elite. Whispers of a curse have made their way to our ears here at the paper, which could lead to a very interesting weekend, multiple sources say. Now, if you look closely, you're gonna see a little thermos. And then we also have a nod to the Tribute Store comics right here on this thermos. This thermos popped up in the Mardi Gras Tribute Store in the ship. So I think the comic is returning, right? We got the same style of statue, right, in the comic from last one with Boris. And then we have the thermos right here connecting to the actual comic, because that was the little symbol on the comic. I think that is confirmation that the comic is returning this year, which I cannot wait. And we'll have another chapter with Boris in the Museum of Antiquities or something. And we have a poster right here. Then this other poster is for King Kong, the 8th wonder of the world. Okay, now this crate you might recognize from HHN a couple years ago. Fathom Corp. Okay, so Fathom Corp is a deep sea mining company that served as the main setting for the Depths of Fear haunted house during Halloween Horror Nights 29. And then on this crate, Ship 2, Museum of Antiquities from Cary, Ohio. Cary, Ohio is kind of the main setting for a lot of the different HHN houses. Everything kind of goes wrong in Cary. If you look down there, we get a better look of the artifact. It's just gonna be this glowing bat, right? We don't know what it does, but it's gonna say coming soon, aka coming to HHN, I'm guessing for the Tribute Store. That's everything right here. So I'm sure we'll see it evolve the course of the season, because you know the newspaper said something new weekly. So I wonder whose hat that is. I'm sure we'll find out in the comic. I love this kind of Easter egg hunt that the team starts this time of the year to try to figure everything out. It says, please pardon our dust and appearance while we add a new exhibit for you to enjoy. Okay, so somehow these clues are going to connect with probably what the Tribute Store is. There's all these different crates, right? Because we see the Cary crate. There's all these shipping crates. What if it's kind of like the ending from Raiders from the Lost Ark, right? And there's all these different artifacts from HHN in crates being shipped to the museum, because the Tribute Store is right next to the museum. It's all kind of connected right there. That's my theory right now. Again, I have no idea what's going on with the Tribute Store this year. All we know is it's gonna be returning to New York because we got that email. I'm intrigued. I'm excited to see where this story goes. Okay, we're gonna be heading off to Islands of Adventure right now to go see the Hallows Eve Boutique. While we go over there, let's go over all the different annual pass holder offerings coming for the annual pass holder appreciation day. So there's some special offerings that are happening for all the pass holders around Universal. Exclusive pass holder giveaways. Grab a cool pass holder night collectible magnet and pick up a pass holder appreciation days button complimentary at 5 and dime from 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. Then they also say, beat your favorite characters. Have your camera ready to grab a selfie with favorite characters all around the park. Cabby better be there, or else our favorite characters are not there in the park. Then there's also gonna be the Coca-Cola zone. Visit the Coca-Cola zone, grab a Coca-Cola, sample beverages, and get your groove on in a fun atmosphere with live entertainment at the Music Plaza stage. Then there's gonna be pass holder exclusive menu items. Be sure to grab these while you can, including 3 all-new selections. Pizza fries are gonna be available for pass holder night only at Louis. There's also gonna be a new UAP gelato sandwich at Louis Italian Restaurant, pass holder night only. Then there's gonna be a crispy bacon poutine at Mel's Drive-In. And there's also gonna be a UAP refresher at Starbucks available for tall, grande, and venti. Then you can also grab a pass holder exclusive Coca-Cola Freestyle souvenir cup. Quench your summer thirst with these special Coca-Cola Freestyle souvenir cups for just $18.99 plus tax, and the refills will be $7. There's also be cool pass holder only merch. Stop in at Universal Studios Florida and 5 and dime to check out pass holder merch available. There's also gonna be pass holder only last seating at Finnegan's. Join your UAP family for some fun and camaraderie and a delicious meal at Finnegan's Bar and Grill at 7 p.m. You must have a UAP wristband for last seating. There's also gonna be color vision photographers available from 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. Take home favorite memories, all the good times with 35% off color vision annual pass photo packages when purchased in the park. We made it to Islands of Adventure. We have a new little pygmy puff in this little case, but it's got a different face than the other pygmy puffs. This one is like plastic, but you're looking at $40 for this little pygmy puff. You're looking at $20 for the standard little plush ones. So with the little shoulder pet, you know, like the little owl that goes on your shoulder, little shoulder buddy, the little pygmy puff will go on your shoulder with a little magnet. So that's why it's 40 bucks. It's here, it's happening. Now, if you don't know what the Hallows Eve Boutique is, it's kind of like a year-round Halloween shop, but they do temporary overlays. So it's only here for a couple months and it goes away, but this is like the HHN overlay. Oh, I cannot wait to find out little Easter eggs and what merchandise that they have in there. All right, first off, the Hallows Eve Boardwalk Lil Boo's Boutique. Over here on the doors it says fun and games, and then over here it says souvenirs. Oh man, oh, we haven't seen this in a while. So HHN 17, they used to have a scare actor that would drive this little bumper car actually around. this thing would actually go. It's all hollowed out now, but there used to be a scare actor that would drive this thing around. All right, so we got Lester, right? Don't know this guy's name though. We have a spider, and then it says Halloween Horror Nights 2024 right there. Down here, we know the location, Hudson Pier, New York. There's a sign over here, it says Candy King. It's gonna be Major Sweet's hat that we've seen forever. And the bigger lollipop, it's not on there, but it's supposed to be Lil Boo. Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, we got Lil Boo, and we got Major Sweet's hat with the Lil Boo lollipop. And then over here, we don't know the names of these little characters yet. It's all the different art pieces that are on this collage right here. Now, a lot of the merch is the same, but these are pumpkin light up glasses that you can get. All right, so over here it says the world famous Hudson Pier, and then games of skill, a prize every time. And we just have a giant wall of all the Lil Boos. Hudson Pier Sideshow, all new act. So it says new location, Hudson Pier amusement destination. So this is going to be, you know, the current tribute store right now where they have the arcade. I guess they've expanded and they have another Magic Castle arcade location with the wizard. You come over here, there's this organ, right? And inside the organ, we saw in that little kid shirt, cockroaches. There's cockroaches all inside the organ. You hear the sounds of them. They're all crawling around. We have a bunch of the Sweet Revenge kind of kids costumes. That's gonna be Halloween Henry. Now they have the arcade here. I don't think we're gonna be running out of these Lil Boo plushes at all. There's a lot of them. We got the advertisement for Lil Boo. It says celebrity viewing today only, Lil Boo live at the Hallows Eve Boutique below the Hudson Pier. Limited time engagement. See him before he rots. Now, there's been rumors for the past like 2 years of an actual meet and greet of Lil Boo. I think it's more just like fan fiction rumors. I haven't heard anything concrete, but for the past 2 years, we've heard rumors about kind of a costume character of Lil Boo. Right here, it's going to be Pumpkin Plinko. And then on this banner, it's going to say Spider Racers. We got Major Sweets' hat. We got the Lil Boo lollipop. I hope they sell the Lil Boo lollipop this year. So we have Major Sweets' hat, right? And then we come down here, and then this is his jacket. Over here, we have the Hall of Mirrors, and they have all sorts of little mirrors. 15-cent delicious hot dog. Over here it says ticket information, Midway, concessions, Brendan's hot dog. And then here it says voted world's best Frankfurt. Then we have this painted sign. It says tickets going to the cashier. But then back here, the man, the myth, the legend, the Lil Boo. He's having his very own meet and greet back there. Look who it is. A deep cut right there. That's little Gregorio up there. If you remember the Mardi Gras tribute store from this year, Gregorio was kind of this possessed doll, kind of based on a doll, a real life doll from Key West. You could see him sitting on the boat, and his face also appeared in the back of Baron Tauntaun's boat. Little Gregorio is right up there. And then over there, we can also see a little coconut from the Coconut Club. We also have the crying baby mask. That was also from the Major Sweet Scare Zone. That was also used in the Scare Zone. And if you look here, we got the Madame Basil's psychic reading sign from last year that was in the Hallows Eve Boutique. If you look closely next to Lil Boo, we have the handbook for the recently deceased from the Beetlejuice film. Right there next to Lil Boo. Okay, all Hallows Eve Boutique looks great again. It always blows my mind. The team is able to come up with like a new storyline, a new theme every couple months. They've been doing it for years. It's something new every single time. So I'm sure it will evolve. over the season. But this is my favorite part of the season, right, where we're trying to like figure everything out, connect all the Easter eggs and everything. Okay, let's go to CityWalk now. They have a sign out here by the bar talking about the airplane because it's gone right now. Jimmy Buffett's airplane, Hemisphere Dancer, is being refurbished under the care of Buffett's personal team for the next several months. It will return to its home at Universal CityWalk once completed, landing at Lone Palm Airport in 2025. A little stand over here, they have a bunch of merchandise to celebrate the Paris Olympics. So what do they got? $66. They have a Team USA backpack. This thing is pretty heavy duty. $34. They have a short sleeve shirt, Team USA. $13 for this Team USA lanyard. And then we have a bunch of different pins. They're all just a little bit different. $28 for a drawstring Team USA bag. $32. They have a Minion Team USA short sleeve shirt. They're one for $28 with the Minions on it, Team USA. And then $32 for a black Team USA Minion shirt. Is this me or do these cinnamon buns kind of look like oozing boils or something? They have a new display window, show your character, and they have all the different characters and then the corresponding little ears that you can purchase. They came out with a couple months ago. Okay, on that note, let's head back to the office.
Okay guys, we are back in the office. I hope you enjoyed our little Halloween Horror Nights update. We're gonna be having a HHN Hollywood update for the next video where we kind of like show off the studio tram tour and everything is being celebrated for the 60th, but then also doing another HHN update out there. So on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family!
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
Brendan's hot dog.
Hey, no, no, hey, no.
Don't sell Hooterade here? What the heck?